10th July 1972, a dream is born. Nina Williams turns her living room in Anand Niketan into a single-class primary school. 12 tiny tots fill the room. Humble beginnings of a school which would in coming years redefine the landscape of quality education in India.
1976, school had already been running for 4 years, and my father realized this was something larger.
I said, I need to complete their education. And that's when it took the turn and became what it is now.
Dr. Michael, today the Dean of Mount Carmel Schools, was one of the tiny dozen. From small beginnings, the school started to take form. Through the early years, a vision emerged that would propel the school.
The vision that propelled Mount Carmel was something which my husband received from God Himself.
In the Bible, in the book of Luke, chapter 2, verse 52, we are told that the Lord Jesus grew in wisdom and in stature and in favor with God and man.
And my husband said, this is the fourfold vision for a child's growth. And that became our 4 pillars.
Over the next 5 decades, these 4 pillars shape an entire generation of students. Unique to Mount Carmel, this vision helps each child mature spiritually, contribute positively, and become thoughtful citizens and future leaders.
A student of Mount Carmel is someone who is full of energy, full of life.
Our school has a speciality of developing the children spiritually.
He or she has a lot of self-confidence and the quality of leadership.
They are great at communication and they have great academics too.
The need to spread this kind of holistic growth led to the founding of a second school in Dwarka in 1997.
Why a second school? I think it was mainly that what we had achieved, what we had tried out, what we had seen, and it worked. We wanted that should be available for more.
Over the last 25 years, the Dwarka branch has become a force to contend with in the community. More recently, a third branch of the school is starting in Gurugram. Construction of the new campus is underway, while classes have already started in the Dwarka campus.
What we're doing at Mount Carmel now is so important. It is so needed, and it is so essential for our times that I wish we could have 1,000 other Mount Carmels following this philosophy.
Many campuses, all tied together with the philosophy of fourfold growth.
The concept of the fourfold growth is spearheaded by 4 individuals that lead it in every single school.
The Lord Jesus grew in stature. That means the physical body, the physical health. Very important. Because they say, a sound mind dwells in a sound body. So it's very important. We can't neglect the body.
They need to be challenged with their academics. They need to be taught well, and their mind needs to be stretched so they're able to start learning.
The other 2 are, their social and their spiritual growth.
Which means dealing with each other, dealing with adults, dealing with those younger.
And then also our relationship with God, which is very, very important because God is our Father, our Creator, He loves us. He wants to have a personal relationship with us.
These are the 4 pillars that we focus on.
These 4 things are eternal. They exist as long as man is there.
Academics, the bedrock of any school. The idea here, to encourage curiosity, to foster a love for learning.
I like about my studies is that I learn different things.
My teachers teach me in a nice way.
The lectures that you have, it's not just theoretical. You have practical experiences, you have interactions, you have debates and discussions.
They put a lot of efforts to make the concepts clear, engage the whole class, so that we are understanding the concepts well and not mugging up things.
An equal emphasis is placed on soundness of body, on building physical prowess.
Sports also helps us to build leaders and develop their leadership qualities.
Sports is such a big part of the school because sports is discipline. It teaches you how to manage yourself, how to manage your body.
So it makes us healthy, strong and not fat.
So it's not just sports we focus on, it's the basic fitness and the basic grounds of physical health that we focus on too.
There are a host of co-curricular activities ranging from art to debating, from dance to music, geared to help each child realize their creative potential.
Theatre, I feel, is very much a part of education. And so we always do a very big production in the school with the best possible light, sound and everything.
I absolutely adored being a part of theatre. Those 2-3 months that we worked on production, it was the best time of my life. Theatre is so important for kids. It gives you the opportunity to be creative.
Music forms an integral part of the curriculum.
The music program is part of the heart of the pastoral care program that we have, which is helping develop that spiritual growth in that child.
So we'll begin with a simple song.
Every child learns to be proficient at one or more instrument.
So this way, a child leaving Mount Carmel by grade 12 could have learned 4 instruments, with each instrument giving them a grade 3 exam certificate.
This is one of the most best things in our school, that it provides this type of music program in our school, which can encourage as well as motivate students' talents.
But more than anything else, the school tries to equip children with a moral compass.
The motto of the school is overcome evil with good.
Means if somebody does bad with you, you should not do bad with him or her. You should treat them with goodness.
I learned how to be a good child and how to help others.
Every morning starts with a time for reflection and prayer.
The morning assembly in Mount Carmel is unique because this is where children get to hear actual adults talk about actual life experiences and how the values being taught at Mount Carmel have impacted and made a difference to them at that time.
This spiritual grounding is a huge part of what defines the school.
In morning assemblies, we do exercises, we sing God's songs, and we worship Him.
We discourage talking about religion. We talk about God. And we say God is our creator and our father, and He loves us. And He loves us so much that He took human form in the form of the Lord Jesus.
I think when you talk about spirituality and discipline, they kind of intermingle together to give direction in life. And that's something that the kids in this school are really fortunate to get that opportunity.
The aim to create young people with the potential to lead, to create change.
Every child has in him the seed of a leader. Every child. People say some are leaders and some are followers. No, I believe all are leaders.
When we talk about leadership here in Mount Carmel, there are two main aspects. Number one is leading from the front. So we have to set a good example. Number two is that we focus much on the servant leadership mandate. Like it's basically that those who have elected us, we're here to serve them.
And this idea of service makes Carmelites passionate about making the world around them better.
So we teach our kids about generosity, about giving, about social conduct when it comes to people who with lesser means.
Value education will guide us in the times when nobody else will. It will teach us what to do when nobody's looking, what to do when people are looking, what to do when we are down, what to do when we are up.
This urge to contribute led to the formation of a school for children from economically disadvantaged backgrounds.
So the Shiksha Kendra is something that my mother had started in the Nehru Place slums of Delhi way back in the late 80s.
I wanted to help the poor. I wanted this education to be available for those who were not so well off also.
The Informal Learning Center moved in Dwarka School in 2002. This opportunity to get a world-class education changed the lives of many of these children.
These children are traveling the world. They're getting jobs in some of the best reputable hospitals, in the armed forces, in big companies. We're really proud of the lives that turned within one generation.
With half a century of achievements and learnings, this is a good time to pay homage to all those who made this journey possible.
With my father not being there at the launch of the 50th year, it's a huge void.
Children passing out of Mount Carmel, number one, are not materialistic. Number two, they are not bribe takers. Number three, they like to go and work amongst the slum people. They like to go and work amongst the tribals. So their aim is not to become millionaires and billionaires.
When you talk about Mount Carmel, He is the one who is the spirit behind it. Because He gave the vision, He gave the drive. We had our work cut out for us keeping pace with Him. And now that we look back, we realize many of His decisions were so futuristic. What He's given, I think, will continue.
A time to pay homage to the inspirational and committed staff that are the very foundations of this institution.
It is this group of people that have built Mount Carmel. They are the ones, brick by brick, pillar by pillar, have created this entire structure, this edifice, that my parents together as co-workers with them were able to put up.
A half century is a good time to see how the journey needs to move forward.
it should not be a single thing. What I see is it should grow into an orchard. It should bring more fruit and it should benefit more people. That's what I see. I see a proliferation.
With 3 branches in New Delhi and Haryana, Mount Carmel has touched the lives of more than 30,000 young adults in these 50 years. A formidable feat which could only be achieved with God's faithfulness. And the next 50 years will see a whole new generation of Carmelites venturing out into the world, eager to make a mark, eager to be a part of the change. And so this is a time to look forward with hope and to give thanks for the children, for the learning, for the lives touched and the lessons learned.
As long as God gives us the strength, as long as God gives us the clear vision and opens the door, we will go where He sends us. It depends on what His vision is and what His desire is. And if He says yes, yes, there will be more Mount Carmels.